Good morning. Well, I'm
Good
back at
morning. Transform your family's back to school routine.
Alexa. Stop. Let's try that again. Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Oh boy, gotta love technology. Anyway, Big Brother's always listening. You ever notice how when you're talking about something, all of a sudden you see a lot of ads for it? Weird, right? Oh boy. Anyway, moving on. Um, so I'm hoping to stay home today. It's foggy and drizzly, but the rest of the week I think is going to be pretty good. So I really, this week and next week, when the weather's nice, I have to finish up the garden, putting it to bed. I've been slacking and taking a break from it. So, but I really do need to get that done. I think I burned myself out with all the things that I accomplished in the garden this year, but I'm glad I got it done. So, anyway, cheers. That is so tasty. I think I almost like Ticino better than coffee. I still like coffee, and I still have usually a cup a day. Well, a big cup. But geez, I used to drink coffee all day long, especially when I worked. I started drinking coffee a lot when I worked at a salon that had a really cold back room, break room. So I started drinking coffee and it kind of went on from there. So, anyway, and then when I worked in the office as a nurse, the coffee maker was right outside the office, so I had coffee there too. But anyway, I've had to cut back on that because of the acid and my reflux problems. But all is well so far. But it's a chronic thing with me. It rears up. I take medicine, then it goes away for a while. So that's just the way life is. As you get older, you get problems that tend to rear their ugly heads more often. So my house is a mess. I've got a lot of dishes to put away. I ran the dishwasher, um, but I didn't put the dishes away. But the sink is empty, so that's good. And I got to clean up the floors and just do a little bit of spiffying up. So if it gets nicer this afternoon, then maybe I'll go tear some more plants out of the garden and put them in the compost pile. So, all right, I'm going to go enjoy my coffee and I'll be back. So, today I am having a major day of brain fog. I feel like my whole head is stuffed up with nothing, just a bunch of nothing in there. So, it's part of fibromyalgia, get brain fog, but it's like, I don't know, do you guys ever feel? I know where the saying comes from, thick head. You're thick headed. I know that means you're stubborn, but that's what it feels like. My head weighs a ton, and I'm just kind of off today. So I guess I got to just go with it. Well, anyway, time to carry on. Well, I had plans to get so much done today because I didn't have to go anywhere. That did not happen. I have been just so wiped out today, and I think the fibro is acting up again. So I didn't do much today, but I did manage to get the dishes done and, the very basics. And I did manage to get my dining room table cleaned off, so good, because that's been on my list like for weeks. But I did want to get started in the garage today, but that didn't happen. So I'm hoping I feel a little bit more perky tomorrow. Maybe then I'll get something done. I'm going out to breakfast with my best friend tomorrow. So that'll be good, get me out of the house. But I'm actually looking forward to staying in the house so I can get something done. But anyway, the best laid plans of mice and men, and it'll happen, but definitely not today. And then it didn't help that I woke up, it was before 4 a.m., and I could not get back to sleep. So every time I sat down, I started dozing off. So I finally gave up and I turned on the television. And it's like, well, if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. But I'm still tired. So it's really annoying when you've got a lot to do and you keep, your body doesn't want to cooperate. But I know a lot of people have the same issue. So anyway, I'm just going to make myself a sandwich for dinner. For lunch, I just had ramen noodles. Not the best diet today. But hey, it filled up my belly. So sometimes you need to do that, especially if you're not feeling up to snuff. So anyway, that was my unbusy day. But I am glad I got that dining room table done. And I want to switch around some of the chairs. I want to get rid of a couple chairs. And I'll probably stick those on Marketplace. And then I'm going to take a couple of the dining room chairs and put them actually in the kitchen, because those chairs actually belong to the set in the kitchen. So when I used to use the dining room to entertain, I got a lot of use out of all the chairs, but now, I still entertain maybe a birthday or Christmas Eve or something, which I enjoy. So, but the festivities are not like they used to be. Oh God, I used to cook so much. And now I try and keep it simple. Keeping things simple is my goal, and still enjoying what I'm doing. So it's an adjustment, it's a transition when you kind of transition into your older years. So, but it doesn't have to be a terrible thing. It can be a nice thing, but you have to sort of go with the flow and not constantly try swimming upstream and be what you used to be, because that's just a recipe for frustration, in my opinion. So, all right, well, I'm going to go do a little bit more slacking here. At this point, it's already after 5, so I give up. I'll just go with the flow. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.